Hey, this is Nicole Conway with Nicole Conway Speaks, and I wanted to talk to you all about fibromyalgia. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia about 3 years ago. I was having severe pains in my shoulders, back, and I was very achy, but I didn't know what it was. I finally went to the doctor, and they couldn't figure out what it was at first, and they finally said fibromyalgia. However, I really feel like fibromyalgia may be more of some type of arthritis, a form of arthritis. I never had it before. I really didn't talk about it much because I didn't really want to give it power or life by discussing that I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. So I wanted to see exactly what foods or what things aggravated it more for me to um, start feeling the pains of the fibro. So I'm gonna tell you what fibromyalgia are because everybody does not know what that is. It's a disorder characterized by widespread musculoskeletal pain accompanied by fatigue, sleep, memory, and mood issues. Researchers believe that fibromyalgia amplifies painful sensations by affecting the way your brain processes pain signals. So, about a week ago, my husband and I did a fast for 2 days, and in that fast, we could no longer have coffee. I know a lot of people like myself love coffee. I have to have it every morning. I was feeling like maybe cutting the coffee off, I could find out what exactly if that was one of the things that was giving me problems. So after we finished the fast, during those 2 days, I had major headaches. I was in a lot of pain during that time, very achy. And I said, once I get past these headaches, I should be okay. Because I know once you get off of coffee, that it starts to give you a lot of pain, a lot of headaches. So I stayed off of the coffee for 4 days. The headaches went away. I wasn't as achy. So I said, I wonder if coffee, and I never really looked it up to see if coffee was one of the things. Well, I looked it up today. It says foods that may cause symptoms for some people include gluten, red meat, fruits and vegetables in the nightshade family, which are tomatoes, white potatoes, green peppers, and goji berries, dairy products, eggs, and caffeine. So I said I'm gonna cut back on my dairy products. I do still eat cheese. Excuse me. I still do eat cheese, not as much. I don't drink as much milk. So the biggest culprit outside of stress is sugar. I am. Some people are sugar people and some people are salt people. I am a sugar people. I like certain candies. I love Swedish fish. That is my thing. Um, I like my coffee. I like my excuse me. I like my cream and sugar with my coffee. Um, so I said, let me find different ways that I can eliminate sugar, but still have some type of taste. So I went to Big Lots, and I was trying to find a sugar substitute, not stevia or any of that other stuff. I do like raw sugar as well, but I found this monk fruit sweetener. So good. So instead of using a bunch of sugar, I use just a very little. This is a very small container. It's an 8.29 ounce monk fruit sweetener by Lakanto. You can probably find this online on Amazon. Amazon has everything. I found this in Big Lots and it was only $3.50. I've had people tell me they found this same small container for like $15 and $8. So if you can get some of this, if you're trying to eliminate sugar in your diet, or if you suffer from fibromyalgia, this is a great substitute. The other thing that I do is I started drinking this turmeric tea. It doesn't have to necessarily be a detox tea, but just something with turmeric in it. Helps tremendously. When I first found out I had it, it was very hard for me to exercise because I was in so much pain when I would try to push myself. And then I felt like after I exercised, I felt like I was in more pain after that. So now I try to pace myself. every day. I try to go walking if I can. I try to walk at least 1.5 miles. Some people may not be able to walk that far at first, but start off in baby steps. Maybe walk for 15 minutes or 30 minutes until your body gets used to it. But when you come home, you feel like you're in so much pain after that. So that would be a great time to get you some Epsom salt. They have all different scents, all different kinds. They have the liquid, they have this, but I always get the regular, huge, the biggest bag they have, and I keep it under my counter. So I'll come home and I'll soak in the tub. You can put some essential oils in there. They say put a little alcohol in the tub as well, and that'll help pull out some of those impurities in your body. But finding different methods to helping you. Before we moved, we relocated, my husband retired me from my job. My job was very stressful. That causes your fibro to flare up as well. But just finding different methods. Disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm only going by a lived experience, like I've said in a previous video. But I wanted to share some of the things that have worked for me. So with the coffee situation, I don't drink coffee every day anymore now. If I drink a cup, I drink 1 cup, not a large cup, not multiple cups, 1 cup. I put very little sugar. I use the sweetener. I use very little cream, and I still get the taste of the sugar and the cream. I mean, as far as my coffee, because that's what I want. So cutting back on your sugar intake, your dairy, maybe going gluten-free. You just have to kind of weigh it out to see what works best for you. But me cutting down on sugar and coffee have worked tremendously for me. I don't eat as much red meat. I still have it in my diet, but now that I know what it is, they also say that because of what the animals ingest, whether or eat, we're ingesting whatever they have eaten, and if they have any, ailments in their body, basically that's going into our bodies as well. So be careful what you intake. I've also been making smoothies, and usually I would use milk, almond milk or coconut milk. I stopped even using that. I now use water. I thought that was going to be disgusting to make a smoothie with water, but I've used ice, water, spinach, bananas, strawberries, whatever, and it tastes just as good. Do I miss the creaminess? Of course, but it's basically the same thing, but you're just using a milk product. So cutting back on your intake of sugar, cutting back on dairy and certain meat products will make a huge difference. I'm not saying that you will feel fantastic, but you won't hurt as much as you were before. So I just want to kind of come on here and do a take care of yourself better. And since we have a lot of downtime now that this pandemic is going on, this is a good time to make adjustments so that you can feel better, so that you can move around and do a lot better than what you are. So this is Nicole Conway with Nicole Conway Speaks. I am not a medical doctor. I am only giving you a lived experience, a conversation about fibro and what works for me. And I hope that this has helped you in any kind of way. If it has, please click like. Click that little bell that you see so that you can get notifications when I come on again. Share it if it can help somebody else out. And please subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.